Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah. I'm 16 years old, and here's my story. I live in a small town called Annapolis. I have a mum and dad and a little sister. My mum works at the local hospital as a nurse, and my dad's profession was an architect, but he was fired a few months ago. It caused a small crack in our perfect family. Dad couldn't get a job for a long time, and Mum had to work overtime, so we didn't see her much at home. That's why our parents argued a lot, especially in the evenings when Grace and I fell asleep. But Dad found a way out. He started painting and selling paintings, and now he's painting bespoke paintings. Mum started giving me more and more time. She wanted me to help her with cleaning, cooking, and babysitting Grace. On one of those days, when my mother asked me again to help her with the cooking, I told her I was busy and left home. Oh my god, Claire, my mum definitely wants to drive me crazy. Why do you think so? She wants to keep me busy all the time. Cooking, cleaning. What am I, a housekeeper? Sarah, you're just assisting her. I always help my mum when she asks me to. But not as often. I can help, but sometimes it's beyond what I'm allowed to do. I have my own life and my own business too. I can't stay home forever. It's just your hormones. Hey! Yeah, I'm kidding. What movie are we watching? Come on, our favorite. Claire and I love watching love movies. Last summer, we went through every part of Twilight. At this rate, we'll soon be playing in the school theatre because we memorized all the lines of the protagonists. I got back from Claire at 10 p.m. Mum was watching TV in the living room. Dinner's on the table, honey. Would you like me to heat it up? I'm not hungry, Mum. But I made your favorite vegetable stew. Dad can eat for me. I ate with Claire. At that moment, I didn't want to talk to Mum. I felt offended by her not letting me go about my business and always asking for help. I didn't know what was ahead of us at the time, and if I could turn back time, I would. My relationship with my mum had gotten worse. I think she understood everything and didn't bother me anymore, but we could no longer talk as usual. Mum would walk into the room and see if there was any laundry or if she said the food was on the table. Now we would exchange short sentences. However, things have changed. We were sitting in the literature class. We were counting minutes to the bell as usual. The teacher said something about 20th century poets. I sketched funny faces in my textbook, and Claire was secretly texting her boyfriend. After class, we were all supposed to go to a cafe together, but the plans changed. We were told that there was a new virus in the US that was killing people. At the time, we didn't know how dangerous this was, and we went to the cafe anyway, despite the warnings. Of course, that's until COVID-19 reached our city. It was a huge shock for everyone across the United States. People didn't know what to do. A mass panic began. People started buying up all the groceries they could, so the store shelves were empty in an instant. Our family was no exception. We stocked up with all the groceries we needed and moved less around the city. Soon enough, we were quarantined altogether. We could only leave the house upon necessity. The school was switched to distance learning. We hosted every class on Skype. At first, it was interesting and funny. We used to joke, but as time went on, it didn't get any more fun. The homework increased tenfold. There were homework deadlines which we were supposed to do on the same day. If at first we called Claire a lot, now we only do it on weekends. That's because we're too busy. Also, with the virus coming, Mum's work has increased. She started working a lot. When she came home, she would disinfect herself and the rest of the house. I guess our house has never been cleaned with chlorine before. When my parents were doing the treatment, Grace and I used to walk in the backyard of the house. We were wearing masks and gloves, and when we came back to the house, we were also treated. Mum was let go back home a few times, but a week later, she was told she couldn't come home now. The number of people infected grew, so now all the health workers live away from home, and hospital provided separate housing for the health workers. We only contact Mum via video link. Grace misses her insanely, and so do I. I want to hug her so bad. I want her to pet my hair and give me a big hug. During this quarantine, I realized how important Mum is. Because when I came downstairs one morning, I saw Dad running from pot to pot looking after Grace and trying to disinfect everything. That's when I realized how wrong I was about Mum. I became ashamed of my behavior. Dad, I'll help you. What? Sarah herself decided to help me? I can do this, honey. It's my job to help you in this situation. Mum's not around now, so I'll be the au pair. Sure, honey. I'll cook the food and watch Grace, and you can do the cleaning. So we became a small team, and then tonight we called my mum. I saw the big bags under her eyes and her tired look. She said there were more and more people every day, and she asked us to strictly follow the quarantine. Mummy, I miss you. When are you coming home? Baby, I really miss you too, and I miss Dad and Sarah a lot too. I really want to hug you all. If we follow all the rules, we can beat the virus. Mum, can I tell you something? Of course, Sarah. I'm so sorry. Please, I was being so rude. I will always help you now. I love you, Mummy. And I love you so much. After talking to Mummy, I decided to record a video and publish it on Instagram. I hope that people will watch it and begin to behave more consciously. That's where the story comes to an end. Stay home and be healthy. Dear friends, this is a difficult time for us. My mother works at a local hospital and I haven't seen her in weeks. She works and lives on hospital grounds. They won't let her go home for the weekend because she works with infected people. We can only communicate with her via video chat, and I miss my mum so much. You have no idea how much I want to hug her, so please stay home. Don't put yourself and other people in danger, including health workers. They also have families waiting for their return, who are waiting for them alive and well. Follow quarantine rules and be healthy. Only leave the house when you need to. This way we can prevent the virus from spreading. And remember, even if you don't have symptoms, you may be a carrier of the disease. And by doing so, you put other people in danger, especially the elderly and people with reduced immunity. Stay home and be healthy. Your Sarah.